What is going on YouTube? I just thought I would make a video and tell you guys, obviously there's big news out. V10 is out, and I just want to make a video. And I know there's a little bit of confusion, even when you go on Tesla's website, some of the parts of the update. Some of it says it's part of, it's going to be on Standard Range Plus, some of it doesn't. But anyways, I want to mainly make this video just to show what part of V10 is on the Standard Range Plus, and how actually I think V10 has made Standard Range Plus a lot better of a car. Not that it was bad before, but I think Standard Range Plus is kind of underrated. I'll make a separate video, of course, going all upon the Standard Range Plus and how I think it compares against other models. But mainly, I just want to dive into it today, show you guys some of the stuff that's on the update. I was surprised by some of the stuff on the update. I didn't expect everything to actually be in the update that was supposed to be in the update, if that makes sense. I'd previously seen some things that were saying that, oh, because Standard Range Plus doesn't have some of the features of the premium connectivity, or I guess premium connectivity package, sorry, that they weren't going to have a theater actually at all. And it wasn't the biggest deal. I was mainly just looking forward to Spotify, and who doesn't want to try Cuphead out. So I didn't think it was a big deal, but let me actually show you guys right here what is on the update. We'll get into it. All right, so immediately, first thing on the update, we're going to notice if we go up. So as you probably know, call got moved to the left, which I'm sure you already knew that, but in case you didn't, now you know. And then immediately in here, web was previously not on Standard Range Plus. It was part of premium connectivity. I was just testing out a couple of different things. Let's go back. Let's try. Yeah, and as you can see, I am actually not at home. So it does work when you are not at home. You do not need Wi-Fi. Like, I know some parts of the update, they're saying, oh, you need Wi-Fi for this and that. But yeah, so, and just for reference, this whole video is actually shot on an iPhone 11 Pro. But that right there is web browsing. And I assume that it's just going to use your cellular data, just assumingly, but here we go. Let's go further into the updates. Believe the rest entertainment. There we go. Okay, so let's go to show this first. All right, so here you are, and of course there's Cuphead that everyone, you know, wanted. Elon's favorite PC game now is what he said, which I did hear some information about them talking about. They will be making or trying to be putting like Minecraft into the car, but at some point I know you start running into space issues. These cars were not made with unlimited support of storage. But I'll make a whole nother video, we'll go into that. But theater, that's what everyone cares about. So theater is here. You do have connectivity, and let's launch some of these. Here's Netflix, and you can launch these away from home. And the funny thing is, I said it was Wi-Fi based, but I've had all these features just normally as if it was connected to a satellite, assuming it's using cellular data, like I said before. But Netflix is nice because they did pair up with Tesla, and they do give you a free trial. It says it's pretty nice. It even tells you right before it's going to expire. So I thought that was a nice little touch. When you want to exit out of any of these new features, by the way, you just tap, and then there's a little X right there. Okay. Now, let's go into YouTube, since that's another thing. YouTube, again, has actually, obviously not on Wi-Fi, like I keep repeating myself like a broken record. Here you can probably see we are not on Wi-Fi, and it is working. Let's pick just a random Joe Rogan clip. Just show it's working. But yeah,
but I'm so
everything's working. And obviously, as soon as you put into drive,
because of what they did,
it's gonna close it all out. That's pretty obvious. Why? Since especially your tachometer and everything is actually in fact on here. moving forward, let's show you guys some of the other features. So, entertainment, I don't know, music. Music, that's what I was looking for. Could not find it. You actually scroll up. So you just hit the music icon, you scroll up. Now, previously on the Plus, you did not have, you only had the radio, phone, settings, music, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But there were very limited options for Standard Range Plus. But now, obviously you have your radio, was like always, your phone, but now they added streaming, which I actually am finding that I'm using this the most in the update instead of Spotify. So it's nice because I have all the top stations. And actually, Owner's Favorite seems to be my favorite. It actually has a good amount of songs on there. And obviously they're chosen by Tesla owners. But these are all just little stations that they already pre-made. Iron Maiden. Favorites, and then they do have little subsections if you want to go into categorize everything. So just to show you guys some of the options. Let's see, go back to DJ. All right, that is the streaming option, and then here is actually the karaoke, which people were talking about. Oh, that's a pretty big glitch right there. But here's karaoke. I have not really tried it. It's a little glitchy for me here and there, but for the most part it's actually been pretty flawless. We'll pause that and keep moving forward. Spotify, obviously Spotify is much like the streaming. Here's your little icons for your different options on your personal page. So like playlist, here's all my playlists. Then it's featured playlists, which are nice. Again, very much like streaming. You have all these new releases, which is nice that they're constantly getting stuff. And genres and moods. Much like streaming, but still, again, if you pay for Spotify, it's perfect. And at the end of the day, who doesn't like their own personalized playlist? Slacker, or TuneIn, I guess. I don't know 100%, so don't quote me if this is Slacker that people are always complaining about. But I have noticed that this does have podcasts and top stations. I'm sure if you sign in, it'll give you more. But before, it did not have this. Again, we only had radio, phone. So I think this update actually added a lot of good into the Standard Range Plus. Yeah, I know that's a lot about Standard Range Plus. I'll make a separate video about Standard Range Plus, only in my overall review of it. At least I have not had a long range or a performance. I did get to borrow one for a couple days of each before I actually got my Standard Range Plus. But I will make a video about that. But all in all, this was all about the V10 update for the Standard Range Plus. I hope you did learn something today. Maybe you saw something or now gave you a little bit better insight on the info of how this update actually affects the Standard Range Plus. Definitely, I think a lot of key features. I mean, again, even on Standard Range Plus, you could have the auto summon. I just don't have the full self-driving. But even without that, I think between Spotify, now they have the web browser, all the support, and it all works off of Wi-Fi. That's great. That's all I can ask for. Anyways, brand new channel. Hope you guys are enjoying the ride. Sorry for some of the videos. I know some of the editing is so-so. It'll get better as we keep going. But if you guys like this content, smash the like button. It's a little early. You don't have to subscribe yet. But catch you guys on the next one.